My name is Julian Tursini. Ring ring, the sound you hear when walking into a normal public school. In this case, I'm not walking into just any normal school. I am strolling into the most unique learning facility you will ever see. I call this school a learning community because a school is a place where children go to sit, do worksheets, and goof around with their friends. Phoenix Learning Center is a place for scholars to come and express their ideas in fun and creative ways, while also learning the fundamentals in school. Here at PLC, we use the GATE standards, which stands for Gifted and Talented Education. We also use thinking tools such as patterns, change over time, rules, contribution, origin, paradox, and many more, to express our ideas in an outside-of-the-box way. This is what makes our learning community so different from any other school. We don't think like everyone else, but rather use our imagination to produce new ideas that no one would think of. This school has shown me that you don't have to be like everyone else. Instead, you can be yourself. Achieve, empower, lead, dream, create, ponder, think, become, and imagine. What is a PLC scholar? Why are we all called scholars and not children? Why do we use thinking tools to represent our ideas? These were all questions I was pondering on when coming to this school. At PLC, a scholar is someone who always considers themselves half full, knowing they have more to learn. As the famous Vince Lombardi once said, leaders aren't born, they are made. And they are made just like anything else, through hard work. And that's the price we'll have to pay to achieve that goal or any goal. I can connect myself greatly to this quote because this school has guided me into becoming an influential leader in and out of school. This year, I have learned how putting hard work and dedication into the work I produce helped me improve the depth and complexity in each of my scholarly pieces. My first piece of evidence is my language arts essay. For this assignment, we were supposed to reflect on how we feel that we've been doing in language arts. We could also connect back to other subjects. We would then give 3 pieces of evidence, an intro and a conclusion, representing what you have done in language arts. I really went into deep detail and elaborated on each and every sentence. This essay really symbolized how I've grown as a scholar, proving how hard work and dedication pays off greatly in the long run, while also resembling who I am as a PLC scholar. This piece shows an amazing change over time in my writing. I used to just state the facts and not really go into very much depth. But now, I go into as much detail as possible, so even a stranger could understand my writing. I used depth and complexity to show how much I really understood this assignment. And someone reading this essay who didn't know me would see how I've grown as a PLC scholar. I make sure to put 200% in everything and anything that I'm doing. I even had an exhilarating time writing this piece because it explained so much of who I am at PLC. My second piece of evidence is my poetry recitation. For this assignment, we were supposed to memorize a poem written by Shakespeare. We were given 150 poems to choose from, and I picked Sonnet 50 by Shakespeare. This poem truly connected and represented who I am as a person, someone who won't ever give up on their life dreams and goals, knowing it will take a long, challenging journey to reach the top, while also realizing that you can do absolutely anything if you put your mind to the task at hand. When I recited my poem, I used many hand gestures, facial expressions, and voice, so I could keep everyone very much engaged, and to show that I had tone throughout my entire poem. This poetry recitation really resembled how I've grown as a scholar. When I was given this awesome assignment, I knew it wasn't going to be the easiest thing to memorize, but definitely not hard. I practiced until I knew the poem forwards and backwards. One night, I was even working on this for 3 hours straight, perfecting everything. I dedicated a huge amount of time into this, and it really paid off. I also made sure to invent some of my own hand gestures so people can stay engaged into my piece. This was one of my favorite pieces we had done all year. I feel that life itself is a journey that never ends. You can have everything in the world, but are you really happy? I feel that the true journey isn't what you have completed, but rather how you got there. I will now recite Sonnet 50 by Shakespeare. How heavy do I journey on the way, when what I seek my weary travels end. Don't teach that ease and that repose to say, thus far miles are measured from thy friend. The beast that bears me, tired with my woe, plods dully on to bear that weight in me, as if by some instinct the wretch did know his rider loved not speed, being made from thee. The bloody spur cannot provoke him on, that sometimes anger thrusts into his hide, which heavily he answers with a groan, more sharp to me than spurring to his side. For that same groan doth put this in my mind, that my grief lies onward and my joy behind. My third and final piece of evidence is my Life and Times of a PLC Scholar essay. This piece reflected all of my 5 years at PLC, proving how I have grown as a scholar and a leader. For this assignment, we really didn't have any boundaries, meaning we weren't given directions on what to have in our essays. I wrote about my most memorable projects, school experiences, roadblocks, and how I've grown as a person through each grade. This essay took me an actual 3 full days to write and perfect this piece of work. I was up past 2 in the morning on each of those nights, while also working all day long. I realized that this is my legacy that I will be leaving behind and revisiting in the future, knowing how far I have came and where it all started. I actually had tears in my eyes while writing this piece, because I knew that even though I had roadblocks and challenges in my life, I pushed through, climbed over the wall, and became the grounded, hard-working person I am today. This year, I have learned how putting hard work and dedication into the work I produce helps me improve the depth and complexity in each of my scholarly pieces, while also shaping me into the person I am today. The vision of Phoenix Learning Center is to create a community of compassionate, innovative, lifelong learners who continually strive for excellence. Our program's aim is to promote an academically rigorous program that values the different interests, learning styles, and abilities of each and every student. Phoenix Learning Center mission statement. Congratulations, PLC, you have completed your mission. I have become a person who wants nothing less than success. I don't want to be just another average human being. I want to make a change on this world. This school has guided me into the person I am today. I am focused on 3 main goals in my life. My first goal is to be a professional basketball player. My second goal is to become a motivational speaker, as like Tony Robbins, empowering people to success and overcoming any roadblock or challenge that stands in their way. My final goal is to write a book titled Keys to Success by Julian Tursini. This book will explain my journey to success and how overcoming adversity and challenges can lead you to do amazing things. No matter what you look like, how you grew up, The only thing you would need to know is what to do from the present moment on. My 3 favorite things to do in life is play basketball, public speaking, and writing. These 3 aspirations I have will lead me to make a change in people's lives. Remember, there are people out there working at the same goals as me, but what separates myself from everyone else is my hard work ethic, dedication, and perseverance. I give 210% in anything and everything that I do. I know that if I keep working hard every single day, that I can and will do amazing life-changing things in our coming future. Remember my goals, and this name, Julian Tursini. You will see me on the court, on the stage, motivating people to success, and my book will be everywhere for you to buy. Julian Tursini is my name, and I'll never forget my roots and beginnings. Phoenix Learning Center.
I liked how you recited your essay fluently and you had hand gestures to go with it. I wonder if you didn't really sound like you needed it, but I wonder if you could hold the mic a little bit close to you.
Next up, we have Colin and Julian.